Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin from Florals.com and today I'm using my How to Kill a Kit with Style April kit to scrapbook this photo of my adorable cat. Her name is Tiger Lily, or Lily for short, and I pulled out this pattern paper here that has a sort of watercolor background to it, and I think it's from the Feeling Naughty and a UTI, so nautical, paper pad from Recollections in the Hot by Paper Pad section. So I pulled that out, and then as you guys might remember, my April kit is full of 6x6 paper pads, so I'm going to utilize a bunch of these to layer behind my photo because that's my main focus, is to use up a bunch of these. And I have a bunch of ideas, so stay tuned and subscribe if you guys want to see how to use up more 6x6 paper pads, because I'm definitely going to show you that this month. But for today, I pulled out a bunch of papers, like a bunch, and I will try to link down the products that I use in today's video since some of them aren't in my kit, my homemade kit, and that might help you guys if you're interested in any of the product. So to start, I trim off the purple one into two strips that are the same size, and then I do the same with this embossed paper. You can't really tell that it's embossed right now, but it does have an embossed pattern on it. And those are going to layer together like so. So I'm going to put a line up the vertical on the right side of the layout, and all the other papers that I pulled out will be layers for the photo. I do pull out this Target doily. Now this is from, I think, 2 years ago's Valentine's Day collection that came on Dollar Spot. If you guys are not shopping holiday and seasonal items for your scrapbooking, obviously you don't have to shop, but that's a good place to get some deals. So I'm going to start by using some of the scraps that I have from my paper pads here. So I start with light purple. You'll see I also pulled out some darker purples, some grays, and some blues, just to give this photo a lot of layers. Now this photo, I'm not sure you can tell exactly what's happening, but we folded laundry one day and we had it sitting on the bed, and our cat decided to lay on top of the folded towels. So it's just an adorable picture of her being herself, and we thought it was so cute, and I printed it, and now I'm scrapbooking it. So here is another layer. I'm doing pretty small layers, again, just trying to do some different widths. And then here I use some more scrap pieces just to give it a little bit more interest by not making it a full square, and those will lay off to the right hand side. So far so good. We have a lot of purple, we have a lot of blue. It's looking great, and I know that some people absolutely love working with purple, and personally I find that I really have to have a photo that goes with it, and this particular color scheme's outside my usual comfort zone. Teal and purple aren't my go-tos, but I did make it work, and I think it's beautiful, and I think there should be more purple in the scrapbooking industry. Let me know what your thoughts are about the color purple down below. Here I pull out a strip of washi tape, which is actually from Craftsmith as well. And it has teal checks on it, so I thought that would work well. And then I used this ribbon. I know, ribbon. It's actually more of a lace, but thought it'd be fun to use that as well. I do try to use this other washi tape, which is a much tealer, also from Recollections, but a much more teal rendition, which could have worked. I just don't have more of that color to bring in, so I decided to get rid of it. It's one of those washi tapes that peels off very nicely, thank goodness, but I decided to go against it. Here I pull out a Paper House Productions little puffy sticker that says the word love. Again, my goal is to finish this puffy sticker sheet during this rendition of How to Kill a Kit with Style, so we'll see how that goes. And of course I'd use a cat puffy sticker. I use these on almost all of my cat layouts because, one, they're just adorable, and two, there's so many on there I should probably start using them. So you can see that I want to build a cluster to the bottom right because there's a lot of room there. I pull out this darker teal tab that I think it says have a good day or something like that, which I thought was cute. I pull out a teal heart to match it and put that under the word love, but that's not going to stay there. And then I pull out a little black word sticker, which again I think it says my love this time, but I'm not 100% sure which one I picked out. But these are all from the beautiful Maggie Home sticker book. Love these sticker books. I bought mine at Tuesday morning because I thought it was a great deal. And I'm going to tuck another sticker here in between the paper layers, and again it brings in that secondary teal color that we want to highlight. And I really enjoy how these sticker books have so many options for things. Here I pull in another tab and tuck that into my little frame of pieces around my photo. And other than that, I do not do too much embellishing. I do want to use the stamp set I have off to the right hand side, but I'm still not sure of a title. I look at these light blue alphabets, and what I want to call this layout is Towel Animal, because she's laying on towels, and I think that's adorable. But I don't have the right letters in this set. Obviously, I'd love to, like, use up this whole set because it's starting to dwindle, but alas, I did not have, I think, any O's or L's, which was a weird concept because I have all the A's still. And then we ran out of ATG tape, so we move on to tear tape, which is a little bit slower for me, but since I do have tear tape, I'm trying to use it because I have it. So I put those down, the doily and the photo with its layers, and then I'm going to start working on my clusters. So I glue those down with a little bit of liquid adhesive. I'm still not sold on the bottom right cluster or the top right cluster. I think they're lacking a little bit of something. I look at some more stickers, this time the Jen Hadfield set. And I'm definitely looking for a bit more gray to add. I think that there are a couple touches of gray, and then I could use some more to balance it out, or some purple. But alas, there's not much purple in any sticker books lately. So I'm looking at all of my embellishments in my kit, and I'm just trying to find pieces to finish off these embellishment clusters. Like I mentioned, I do have that stamp set off to the side. That's from my the Wild Whisper No Place Like Home set, and I definitely want to use something from there. And then I start looking through my die cuts again. Not a lot of purple. We do have some navy I could bring in, and I do pull out some of those to show you guys sort of what they look like, and some black that would work, since that's a deviation of gray. But nothing's really catching my eye in this set. I did like this house a lot. I just couldn't find a place to put it. It was very large, and the teal, there's a bright blue on the shutters that just did not work with this color scheme I had already created. So while I do try to work with it, it does not end up making the final cut. Later on, you'll see me fuss with it quite a bit. Instead of that house, I decide to switch it out for this house. There's a small, tallish house that I want to stamp on for the Wild Whisper stamp set. And what I end up doing is using a scrap piece of my papers that I already used on this layout to give it some, cohesiveness. And you'll see me, when I'm done fussing with all this, that I will start stamping. But I'm starting to work with these teal die cuts, and I just say, no. We're done with those. And those, I believe, were both from Jelly Bean Soup and Fancy Pants. So I pull out this light purple paper again. It matches the layers that I used under my little cat photo there, and I pull out this house stamp set. And I pulled out the tall house. I thought that would work better than the shorter house because there's a short house as well. And if this stamp set's still available, I'll have it linked down below in case you guys are interested in it. I adore this stamp set, and I adore all the Wild Whisper stamp sets that I have, but this one just happens to be in my kit this month. And yes, I did break my VersaFine ink pad, and it needs to be fixed. But I did fix it since this video is taken, so don't worry. I have the lid back attached, but I was very concerned it would not reattach. It got broken during my move. But all is well, it still works, so that's good news. So now I'm going to just trim that out. Again, it's on some light purple paper, and luckily these houses are quite a easy shape. Just a couple angled cuts, but they're all pretty straight other than that. And once that is done, that will build with the puffy word sticker love that I had out earlier there at the bottom. And I like how the light purple sort of brings out the different layers behind the photo. And I did want to do some more stamping, so I pulled out this one, and it says Home Sweet Home, and that will go underneath the word love. And I was very concerned about stamping this because it does go over some different height layers, but the way I lined it up, the home and the sweet are on the purple layer, and then the last word home is on the last layer, so I knew that, I could make it work. I also looked at some of the embroidery floss I have on my desk for my friend Daisy. It was just the wrong shade of purple for this one. I think it was too bold. But I definitely think this layout could have benefited from some texture from a thread or from some embroidery floss. Maybe I'll go back and add some thread, but since I use so much liquid adhesive, it's often hard for me to go back and add things. So this one will probably just stay the way it is. I do like the way it turned out, don't get me wrong. It's just a little bit more plain than I think I'm used to. As of lately. So let's see what we do next. Now I'm just debating the title. I have some new thickers in my stash. These were featured in my Tuesday morning shop with me in haul. And if you guys would like to watch that, I'll have it linked down below. And like I mentioned before, I want my titled to be Towel Animal. And originally I thought I could just sit in the top left corner, and then I said, well, I have this beautiful curve. I think I should just work with it and see if I can fit it. Luckily these are tall, skinny letters, so they fit beautifully, and I like how much room they take up. I love a large title on my page. That might just be me, but I absolutely adore how this turned out. And I did add extra adhesive onto these as well after the video was over to make sure they stayed in place. And I thought about doing some more stamping, but I decided against it. I decided to go with some enamel dots instead, which you'll see me pull out in a little bit. And they're not even enamel dots, they're puffy sticker dots, which are from Fancy Pants, and I've been using these like crazy, like I mentioned before. These were in my March favorites. If you guys haven't watched that, I'll have that link down below. But I used these on this layout, which was actually created in March, not April. So there's a little twister for you again. But I definitely enjoyed working on this one, and I think that although I did try to do some mixed media here, I do pull out some mixed media Heidi Swap Color Shine that's in my kit. It is simply not the right shade of blue. It's a very beautiful light blue, but it's just not what would work, so I ended up putting it underneath one of the dots so I could just cover it up later, which worked out well. But this is the finished layout. After the camera's turned off, I glue everything down, but here's some close-ups of it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you tried the teal and purple color combo and how you liked it. But this was the first layout for How to Kill a Kit with Style this month. And again, I'll have the playlist link down below, so as new videos come out, they'll be right there for you guys to watch when I use my kit. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think of this layout, and let me know if you have any questions down below. But thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!